Hello. Hi everyone. It's good to be back. I just have a sip of my coffee. This is in my Knit Picks knitting unicorn mug that was a gift from a friend of mine. Yes. Hello. Hi, it's great to be here. My name is Laura, and this is I Heart Knitting, which is my YouTube channel. I'm sitting on the floor today. This is a slightly different setup than the last few days. I'm in my living room just because there's better light here. So hopefully this is acceptable for you. You've got a nice little window you can see up there, and my little dog is right beside me, Sammy. He's laying on the ground and just keeping me company, so he might pop in and say hello a little later. So yes, I am coming to you from Pender Island, BC, which is a very small island off of the coast of Vancouver, and that's in Canada. And my name on Instagram is ihearteweknits, and that's spelled E-W-E, and my Etsy shop is also called ihearteweknits. You can see it in the background there on my sock blocker. And that's where you can find project bags and other handmade things that I do. So today I'm just going to run down. I have some whips to talk about. I have a finished object. I have a finished sock, as you can see, and a few just little things about the KAL, the knit along that we've been doing on Instagram. That's been super fun. So yeah, really excited to show you what I've been busy working on. I feel like my knitting mojo is coming back, and that's just fantastic for me. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing like lots of knitting this winter and just really kind of getting back into it, because this summer I wasn't really feeling it quite so much. So it's nice to have that feeling back. So yeah, so you can find me on all those places on the interwebs. I'm going to link everything as well, like down below. I have a link tree that you can get to. It's just the link tree / iheartewe, but this is all going to be linked below if you need to get there. So I just wanted to say again, like, thank you for joining me if this is your first time. And thank you so much for coming back if you are a returning viewer. I've been so encouraged to see all of your different comments and feedback, and I'm just thrilled. So that's just amazing. Yes, so thank you for, your comments, and thank you for subscribing if you've subscribed. I really, really appreciate it. It's been really great to see all these new followers on Instagram as well, and I'm just really excited about all the conversations that are happening, and I'm thrilled to kind of keep this all going. So as I said, thank you so much for joining me. I'm really happy that you're here and that you're enjoying the content that I'm coming up with. This is kind of going to be my basic setup. I may do some more vlog style things in the future, but for now it's going to be maybe about every 10 days, and I'll be posting a new video, and we're going to keep it kind of around that half hour, 35 minutes mark, just because it seems to be like nice, easy, digestible size for people. I have like podcasters that podcast for like 2 hours that I love, but I know not everyone has time to sit down and kind of get in all of that, say 3 times a month. So yeah. So I'm just looking at my notes here. What I've been doing this week, I tore apart my craft room and put it all back together and reorganized and just tried to make it way more functional. I'm working in there now instead of just it being my kind of like weekend craft room. So it really needs to be functional for me, and I wanted to make sure that I had a nice space for like packaging orders and a little desk area. So I've kind of achieved all that. Really, really excited. Maybe I'll do a studio tour. That was something that someone commented on. I was like, oh, I could do a quick little tour of the studio one day. That might be one of those vlogs that I do. So yeah, that felt amazing. I kind of came to terms with a lot of things in my craft room. I don't like to waste things, but I also hate clutter. And so I'm always balancing back and forth between keeping so many things that I think I'm going to use personally, and then like just being overwhelmed with it all. So I was going through my scraps and I just realized that I'm spending more time organizing my fabric scraps right now than I am actually using them. And so I went through, I prioritized all that, reprioritized all my yarn, so that just feels great. I have things to give away, things to get rid of. Someone else will be so happy to get the balls of yarn I've gotten rid of, the really small scraps of fabric that are just not usable for me. They're gonna be great for somebody. So feels good to get rid of that and just make some new space in my craft room. I have a couch in there, and I think it was Monday. Yeah, Monday was Thanksgiving holiday here in Canada, so I just had a relaxing day, and I spent a lot of time just sitting on the couch in there and looking out the window and knitting, and it was just perfect. It's really totally changed around that space. So that feels amazing, and I've been working for some things in the shop, and I've been doing lots of knitting. So yeah, I'm feeling really positive about just new fresh space, and you know, going into the winter, we're spending more and more time inside, and our house is not huge. It's only about 700 square feet in the main house. So I just wanted to make sure that this was going to work for us through the winter. We're going to be spending a lot of time inside, and you know, as we're continuing with, you know, kind of a modified lockdown, we're just not going very many places. So I really want to make sure the house is comfortable. So yeah, that's felt great. What I'm wearing today, this is the Weekender sweater. This is by Andrea Mowry. Maybe I can get up on my knees here, yeah. So this is the Weekender sweater. This is by Andrea Mowry. It has this little split hem here, reverse stockingette, and then stockingette on the drop sleeve. Has this great little detail here, which I really like. I can't remember what kind of a rib that is, but maybe it's just a 1x2. Like, I think it's something fancy. I don't think it actually is. Yeah, and it has this kind of false seam detail on the front. So I really like this. I wear this a lot. It's a great kind of throw-on sweater, and it is knit in Knit Picks Stroll Tweed, which I've held double for this project. So the light gray is Dove Heather, and I believe the dark gray is Cobblestone Heather. I might not be correct on that, but they're both the heather, the light gray and the dark gray. And I held that double, and I think he used maybe, I don't know, size 10 US 10, no, 10 millimeter needles. And it comes together really quickly. The sleeves are awesome because they start here, so they're just so much less to do. And yeah, it's a great way to use kind of maybe some more workhorse yarns and make a garment that, you know, for this, I wanted to be able to wear it, you know, somewhere where I wasn't gonna fuss. You know, Brooklyn tweed is beautiful, and I have a Brooklyn tweed sweater, but I'm definitely quite precious with it. So I wanted this to be something that was, you know, a little less precious, I guess. So yeah, that's a great pattern by Andrea Mowry, the Weekender. I knit another one for my mom last Christmas as a gift, and she loves it as well. I believe this is another one of those situations where I sized down. I can't remember the exact sizing of this pattern, but because it has a lot of ease, I sized down, and as you could see there when I was standing up, it still has tons of room. It's very stretchy and loose, so I don't think I would have wanted it any bigger. I think the pattern calls for maybe like 10 inches of ease, but that just wouldn't have looked good on me. So I would recommend checking out other people's projects on Ravelry, and you know, that's what I often do. I'll try and find someone with a similar body shape and see how it fits on them, and pick up some tips along the way from other people's projects. So I would definitely recommend that. Using the Stroll or any other sock yarn held double is just a great idea. I think I got that idea from Candace from the Pin Feathers and Pearls podcast originally, and I totally copied her when I made the one for my mom. It's in the exact two colors she used, which is like the Dove Heather tweed, and then I used the Prussian Heather, which is a blue. Anyways, great pattern. It's rare that I knit the same sweater pattern twice, and I did it with this. So yeah, I would definitely recommend that one. I have, What else do I have? I have a finished object for you today. I'm so excited. I finished my Soldotna. It's so cute. I blocked it the other day and the color work is amazing. I'm just like, was peeking through the shoulder there, so I'm gonna back up a bit. I'm just so happy with it. I did the little dots all the way along because I wanted it to kind of have the same feel all the way through. You know, if I had done color work up on the yoke and no color work here, it may not have had the same drape all the way through. And I just wanted to use up yarns, which was exactly what I did. So I think the pattern calls for you to maybe do 8 repeats, I think, of this dot pattern on the main body, but I chose instead to just keep going until I was running out of yarn. So I think I ended up with maybe 10 or 11 repeats before I started the ribbing. But I'm just, like I said, oh, this is the back. I'm super happy with it. You can see there's a little bit of a seam there, but nothing that I'm really stressed about. And the colors all played really well together. This is the first time that I've kind of been successful at this color work here with like a solid or a semi-solid and then a speckle behind it. So yeah, I'm really, really excited. This is all DK yarn. I have several dyers in here. The top one is To The Max Yarn Co. And that is like one of their dark gray colorways. This in here is Yarn Ink in Shiver. The teal is Goosey Fibres, and that is colorway Hide Behind. The speckle here that's in the background is Goosey Fibres again, and that is Diagon Alley. And then as well, what I've done here, you can see I've faded just really quickly. Did a few rows of fading and then switched out to another kind of very similar gray with speckles. So this is Long Dog yarn, and this was their DK that I got for my campsite cardi, which I showed you last week. And I think that color is called, hush Sammy, I think that color is called Freshwater Pearl. 99% sure. So yeah, I tried it on before I blocked it and it was just a teeny bit snug, but I know that now that it's blocked, it's going to fit wonderfully. I didn't even have a chance to try it on. I took it like right off the, right off my sweater drying rack and brought it over here to show you guys. So Soldotna pattern by Caitlin Hunter. Really nice pattern. I didn't realize that that's what I wanted, you know, what I needed to kind of bring back my knitting enthusiasm, but this was apparently exactly what I needed. It's, you know, 1 skein of each if you're doing one of the smaller sizes. I knit the 40-inch size and I still had some leftovers of my full skeins that I started with. If you go on Ravelry, you can see exactly how much I used as far as yardage and things. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say about it. I'm really happy with it. I will probably wear it for the next podcast. It's not something I would normally wear. A cropped sweater is not my go-to. I'm trying to teach myself to like cropped things because I know it's just one of those things where I'm just not used to the style yet on me. And I know it looks great on other people. And so, yeah, I just need to get used to it on me. So, yeah, give me some encouragement for that, to wear my little crop. I thought it would look great with like a black tank just tucked in and then some high-waisted jeans or something. I don't really do skirts and dresses the way like some people do, but that would also be a great option to, you know, take one of those lovely like flowy skirts and then put this on top. So yeah, happy, very happy. So I've also been working on my sock projects. This is Socks for John, which I just finished last night, the first one. So this is a half object. It's 1 sock finished. Just did the toe and Kitchenered it. You can see it's like a slightly lighter blue black. And then the stripe here is black, but I think they combine well. This is Scrumptious Pearl yarns. I'm just grabbing the colorway. It's called Double Shot. Scrumptious Pearl is out of, I believe, Quebec, Canada, and I really love their yarn. So yes, these are for my husband, John. These are the first self-striping socks he's ever requested, and this is the first time I've ever done a fishless heel for him. So I'm really happy with this sock now that all the heel drama from the last time I talked about these is over, and reknit the heel properly, and now everything's fine. I did a 2x1 rib on here, so 2 purl stitches, 1 knit stitch, and I've done just a shorty leg for him. He likes the legs short, so I think this is about 6 inches. The Fish Lips Kiss heel, which is a fantastic heel pattern, short row heel pattern if you haven't heard of it. And then, yeah, he is a size 11 foot, so I think I did 9 inches of knitting until I started the toe. And with the Fish Lips Kiss heel, I would say they might be just ever so slightly too short. Like I could have got a little bit longer, but he thinks they're fine. So I think I'll just let them stretch out a little bit and see how he likes the Fish Lips Kiss heel. Because like I said, it's the first time I've done that for him. I usually just do my traditional slip stitch heel and gusset for him. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to kind of moving on these. I had this like mental block with these socks where I thought they were going to take forever to finish, and then I sat down the other morning and I did some knitting for maybe like probably 2 hours. Like I kind of put off work a little bit and kept knitting, and I knit almost the entire foot. And so then last night I sat down and, you know, we watched a movie and we watched Bridesmaids, which was really funny. I haven't seen in a while. Both of us laughed a lot, but I managed to just finish this sock off while we were watching that. So it's funny, I get this with a lot of things sometimes, where I get these mental blocks where I think, oh, it's going to be so much work to finish this, you know, it's going to take forever, and I just create this huge project in my head, when really if I just kind of sat down and did a little bit every day, I'd probably be a lot more further ahead. So good lesson for me there. I just need to do some work and put some time in, and you know, things will happen, things will progress. And of course with the self-striping socks, it's always easy to see your progress, and that really helps too. My other half object is is this. This is for the Halloween knit along that we are doing on Instagram. I say we as in like you and I, all you guys, and me, all you people. So this is the Mojito colorway from the Fawn and the Fox. This is on the Gold Stellina base. It's their Magpie base. And then the heel is this dark charcoal from Knit Pick Stroll that I use all the time. It's the same one that's in my sweater. So I'm really happy with this little sparkle sock. This is for our Halloween knit along that is happening on Insta. So all you have to do to enter the Halloween knit along is you post a progress shot or a finished object shot with the hashtag HalloweenCal2020. That'll be in the down bar as well, and that will enter you in. I have a skein of yarn, and I'll probably do either a project bag or let you choose a project bag out of the shop if you're a winner. And so yeah, so I'm going to choose a winner out of a random number generator that runs all month of October. So that's going to end October 31st. And then I'll draw a name. And I've been really, really enjoying seeing all of your finished objects and your works in progress and your amazing, amazing yarn. It's so fun to see what people are knitting on and what people have chosen to work with. And some people just happen upon things in their stash that were going to work. And yeah, so that's been really fun. I've never run a knit along like this before, and I'm really enjoying just seeing all your photos is so great. So please keep them coming. Please keep using that hashtag. Your odds are still pretty good at winning right now because it's still not being, you know, it's being used, but again, it's not like it's gone viral or anything. So, you know, you're going to get a really good chance of winning a prize, which is always fun, right? So yeah, really loving these. Just my standard 64 stitch sock on 2.25 inch needles, 2.5 millimeter. I did this last week too. So, oh, here's Sammy. Hi, buddy. Can you say hi? Who's that? Who's that? This is my dog, Sammy. He's probably going to try and come around this way now. He wants to play with me because I was sitting on the floor here playing with him yesterday, just almost where I'm sitting. So he's a little confused right now why I'm sitting here talking to my phone. So the Halloween cowl is amazing. Thank you so much for your enthusiasm for it. And you don't need to finish your sock to enter. So don't worry. I'm probably going to finish mine, I think. But I no guarantees. I haven't been doing a lot of other work other than those socks and the Soldotna. I really wanted to get that finished. And so the next thing I want to kind of cast on is some Flourite socks, which is a pattern by Andrea Mowry, and they're like a faded sock. So I have some yarn here already pulled, which is all from Hedgehog Fibres. And a lot of these are leftovers from my sorrel sweater. So I'm really on this like using up leftovers kick. It feels great to use the stuff in your stash. And yeah, so I'm going to fade all these in. This is going to be heels and toes. And then I think the fade will go like 1, and then this mini will be number 2, and then this will be 3, and this will be 4. So the Flourite socks, I don't have any pattern to show you right now. Unfortunately, I don't have anything printed off yet, but it's a pattern by Andrea Mowry, and yeah, they're just designed to be tall and like fade all the way down. And they're a reverse stockinette sock, so you see the purl side rather than the knit side. Yeah, so I'm really excited for those. I think it's going to be a great little knit. The fading is really fun. It keeps me engaged instead of, you know, just like self-striping yarn keeps you engaged, you know. And this is living in my little wee bra bag, which is a great pattern. I can't remember who designed the pattern at the moment. And then this was made by K&H Creations. Oh, I don't think they have a tag on here. I'm quite surprised. Oh, here's their card. So K&H Creations is out of Alberta. Jade does really great sewing. I have a couple of her bags. And yes, this is my next project. So yeah, very exciting. What else do I need to talk to you about? I want to make an effort to do some brioche this year. So this year's almost over, so I better get started on that. I am hoping to start a Harlow hat soon, which is another Andrea Mowry pattern. I'm just all Andrea Mowry apparently right now. I had some yarn picked from it, but I didn't actually pull it to show you because I think I'm going to change it. I'm not as happy with it as I originally thought, and I think I can do better. So once I get that perfect combo sorted out, I will definitely show you. And yeah, so I'm a little scattered because Sammy keeps on throwing his toy at me. It's a banana. So I'm trying to figure out if I should take it away or if he'll leave me alone. Go lay down. Go on. Go on. Oh, he's the worst sometimes. He's 11 and he still loves to play so much. So it's hard. I don't want to deny him. For acquisitions this week, I only have one little thing, but I'm really excited about it. I got this new sweater. I love it so much, and I'm just realizing I have no information about the person who made this, so just give me a moment. Okay, this sweater is made by That Yarn Habit. That Yarn Habit is in Alberta, Canada, and they are doing these heat transfers. They have sweaters. They are unisex size. This is a size medium and it's quite roomy. I will warn you, it's big. Mine is the gray and it has this metallic rose gold or copper and it says knitter. And then they have ones that are, you know, different colors. Like they have a black and a dark gray as well. And then they have ones that say crocheter as well. I think they're just super fun. I saw someone on Instagram who had gotten one and I immediately ordered one because I really liked it. So I'm very excited to show this off. This is like perfect for when I'm not wearing, you know, my hand knits, but I want people to know that I'm a knitter. So really good pricing. Looks like a good quality sweater as well, but I would say that they're definitely like unisex sizing, like roomier. So I'm sure if you were curious about a size chart that you could message that Yarn Habit on Etsy and they would get back to you with that information. Really like this little treat. Trying to be careful with what I buy, but I couldn't resist this and yeah, who can use a new sweatshirt to lounge around in? So I think that's kind of it for what I've been working on and what I've been doing. My next little segment is going to be things that are in the Etsy shop. So if you would like to stick around for that, that would be amazing. I have made some drawstring bags that will be in the Etsy shop next week. And then I'm going to show you some lavender pouches that are in the shop right now. And yeah, you can just let me know what you think, or let me know if there's something else you want to see. I'm kind of doing my shop updates based on what's been selling, but there's always a little bit of guesswork with that because if something, you know, if a certain fabric isn't there for you to buy, then there's no way if I know it's going to sell or not. You know what I mean? Like, anyways, if there's something that you had in mind that you haven't been seeing in the shop that you would like to see, you're welcome to leave me a comment down below. I haven't been responding to all the comments just because it's a lot, but I am reading them all, and you know, I'm going into YouTube periodically and going through and reading them all every couple days. So yeah, so you can let me know there. I'm restocking lavender pouches. I wanted to do that right away because I had quite a popular week with them. I sent quite a few over to the Grocery Girls for their podcast for donations. And so of course, you know, when they mention them in their shop, oh my gosh, when they mention them in their YouTube video, people were interested in having them in the shop. So I've restocked these. I have a little hummingbird print with like a dark background. I have one of these, just little unicorn. I've just stitched them on the top here. I just stitched them closed just on the top instead of on all four sides. I might not do that again in the future, but either way, that's how this batch is. I have the hummingbirds here in another color. I have these, I've just called them navy and metallic gold in the shop, but they have kind of arrows and arrowheads. This is little peaches. I have an octopus here with metallic, and it has metallic on the back too. And then I have these pink octopus with metallic. We have this peachy, light peach floral with white. This is a Rifle Paper Company floral. And then just like a gray on the back. And strawberries. I have these in a couple colorways. So yeah, these are pouches filled with organic white rice, jasmine rice, and French lavender. Apparently I can't do two things at once. I'm trying to show you and talk. And they are really great smelling. They smell fantastic. They last for quite a long time. The rice actually acts as like a moisture regulator. I talked about this a lot in another episode, so I don't want to go over it too much, but there's lots of information in that previous episode. I think it was episode 2, as well as on the website. So yeah, I love them. I've been making them for about a year now, maybe, and there's been a lot of interest in the shop, and I think it's just something that is really useful, like not only for knitters, but just for everyone. They're just great for your clothing storage or your wool storage or a diaper bag or anything like that. So yes, there's a pile of these in the shop right now. I'm planning an update for next Friday, which I believe is maybe the 23rd of October. And if these are, you know, starting to get low again, I'll have some more lavender pouches, and I'm going to do more project bags as well. But I just finished these 8 drawstrings up today, so I thought I would show you those and give you kind of a sneak peek of what's coming next week. And then I'm also going to be doing the small size project bags and hopefully some medium drawstrings as well. We'll see how much time I have next week. I have this really great blue with metallic gold floral. This is the large size, the XL size of my drawstring bags. And I did this one too. This has the rose gold metallic and then coordinating fabrics inside as well. You can see the pocket in there's a rose gold stripe that matches. I have a really old Tula pink print. This is probably like 6 years old. This is like a camping print in like a gray orange. And then you can't really see, but there's bees printed on here. It's like a low volume, like a white on white. Got this llama heads and kind of like a retro inside. And then I have 2 each of the octopus bags with the metallic and 2 of the Rifle Paper Company florals. These have been super popular. I love this canvas fabric. It just gives it a really nice feel. So obviously I have not finished these. They still need drawstrings strung onto them, but I'm planning to put this and quite a few other things in the shop in, you know, I guess it's Saturday now. By the time you see this, it'll be at least Sunday. So it's only a few days away. So thanks for being patient with me. I've just been working out like a new schedule for myself and just kind of trying to figure out what's going to work best for me in the future. But I just, like I said, I'm really, really encouraged that I have had some positive responses to the YouTube channel. I'm really, really encouraged at my own knitting progress as a result of it. So this is really exciting for me. Yeah, I just again, I just want to say thank you for joining me. It's a real thrill to, a real thrill. It's just fun, you guys. It's really, really fun to show you these things and interact and just be able to share a little bit more than, say, I could with like an Instagram video or something shorter like that. So anyways, yeah, I think that's about it for this week. Please keep hashtagging your Halloween themed socks on Instagram with the Halloween Cal, and let me know what you're working on. I'd love to hear what you're working on for this. You know, we're in the Northern Hemisphere fall, and yeah, tune in again soon. I'll be back soon with more stuff. And I have some yarn coming that I'm really excited about. And yes, thanks again. I will see you next time, probably in about 10 days.